Fuck
Hello,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fine day. We're doing some block talks, talking about life as we play some Minecraft. Me and the boy, Sean. You
I
there?
think I might have cussed at the exact same time you did your intro, so you might have to redo it. Also, I'm not
I didn't
loaded
hear
in
any
yet.
cuss words.
Yeah. Well, okay, never mind.
Wait, what happened here, Sean? There's a big crater. Did something blow us up here?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not in the world yet.
Oh, you're lagging out. That's why the cuss word didn't come through at all.
Gotcha.
And I can't hit you. Oh.
Ow!
Oh, there we go. Now I can hit you. Okay,
Bro
here's
coulda killed me.
let's sleep real quick. It stresses me out when
Let's do it.
when it's nighttime.
I like this world.
So on the agenda today, I'm gonna work on the house a bit here and both the exterior and interior. Yeah, there's a creeper. No,
Dude,
what?
don't.
Did it blow up the house?
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, I was so far away from it. It shouldn't have blown up there. I'll leave you to fix that. I trust you.
Boink.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the interior. But we need some wood. Little
I love
snow
this
fox.
world. It's good to be back.
I know, it is good to be back. It'll be weird going to California for a week and not being able to do any block talks. Be so
Yeah,
strange.
a little bit.
It'll be so weird, dude. I'm gonna bring some food with me. Yeah, honestly, like, we started this world for the YouTube thing, but I think there's something really fun about just like recording every interaction we have on this world. Like, even if no one else was watching it, even if we just pirated all the videos, you know what I mean? I feel like that'd still just be kind of dope to be able to go and rewatch them whenever we feel like it.
I agree.
But also, I think a lot of people will like this series, even if it's just a small audience for a while. It's the kind of thing that just has like universal like appeal, and like they could tune in for any random episode, and it's like there's watching two dudes, two homies, two bros
Two
playing
Minecraft.
playing Minecraft and talking about life.
Yes, sir.
It could be stray.
Yeah, we're just playing Minecraft. How often would you play Minecraft if it weren't for this series?
Probably never.
I know, and it pissed me off. I just wanted the audience to know that. I've been trying to get this kid to play
It's
Minecraft for...
I know, it's such a weird balance. I find myself sometimes, I feel like I don't let myself do anything unless I'm doing it for the sake of productivity, you know? And I don't know, there's some kind of like expectation. Whoa, dude, gold axes suck, dude. I literally just barely started using this and it's already about to break.
Yeah, that's a classic bit of knowledge, is that we call those tools butter tools because they're yellow.
They're
like,
absolutely
they break like butter.
trash, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yep.
I guess we have plenty of iron, just its efficiency too. It was so quick. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like there's definitely some strange expectation, like especially in Western society, but more like probably across the whole world, that, you know, you gotta just spend all your time productively. Like, time spent not productive is just time wasted, you know? So nowadays I only play video games at all if it's for YouTube. I guess you could argue, like, I don't know, YouTube isn't that productive really, but I don't know. I guess it depends. I guess nothing's really productive. It's all just a means to an end, you know?
Well, yeah, it's like, are you producing, you know? And why are you producing?
True. I guess that's literally like where the word comes from, right?
Yeah, so if you take it literally, then you can extrapolate and say that productivity doesn't even have to be like good. You could be producing meth in a basement. It's productive, dude.
Facts. It's a weird argument, but Guess you aren't. That's not completely removed from rational thought. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
Like,
if you enjoy like making meth, then you'd be reaping the benefits of being productive as society sees it.
facts.
I wouldn't recommend it, but
I guess it's like, yeah, like what is productivity really? You know what I mean? I guess productivity is just something that you enjoy that produces something. Yeah. It's interesting.
yeah.
That's like a lot of the thing that's like held me back in the past from certain things I wanted to do is the feeling that like I might just be doing it for myself, and that's kind of made it like less desirable for me in a way. Dude, we definitely need some deep slate, but for now, I guess it's fine.
Well, let's go mining then. Let's take like a little mining excursion later in the video.
I want to
Because we'll
build.
find plenty.
Hey,
Well,
bud.
you gotta mine if you want to find deep slate.
Valid.
Because it's deep in the earth, so.
Valid. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. But sometimes I've realized, like, you know, we're all gonna die. Anything I do for anybody else, like, if I'm writing my book so other people can read it, like, someday I'm gonna be dead, and everyone who's ever read my book is gonna be dead. And then it's like, really, like, what's the point of anything unless it's meaningful to you in the moment, and you know what you feel like you're presenting to the world is of enough value that it's worth it for you to put in that effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I don't know. That's something I've
It's
definitely.
almost as if, like, I don't know though, like, what amount of selfish decisions are okay in this life, you know? Is there an amount? Like, is there an objective good to the decisions you make?
Hmm.
And how do you point at what objective good is? Because I think we were actually having this conversation earlier when we were talking about pleasure and how it guides people in the wrong directions,
Yeah.
and how it just does, and that's why mystics and religions forever have said to get away from everything like pleasureful.
I think it's more like there's just like a trade-off. Like everything pleasurable sort of typically sacrifices something else. You know what I mean? And that's just like a weird aspect to this reality that's like totally valid. I mean, like totally true though. All my
Well, I mean,
observations.
it kind of is like everything's an energy transfer all the time, because matter can't be created or destroyed. It can only be changed and like transmuted and stuff. So the sacrifice is just the trade-off. Whether it's like a sacrifice or not is probably just up to like how you feel about it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I guess it would depend on who you ask. Some people probably believe in some sense of like an objective like morality, and other people would say like, you know, it's sort of like a balance between like society's moral code and then like your own personal beliefs around that, or like I don't know. It's hard. Like if someone like let's say was coming at it from a perspective of like you have to be able to prove something to me or I'm not going to believe you. I don't know how I would objectively prove to them that there is a morality, because I think some things can't be proven. You know what I mean? Some things are not like contingent on proof. They just like work in different ways. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, you can argue anything logically. You just got to have enough like examples of something.
Well, like
you can have examples of why giving a homeless person a sandwich makes him happy as hell.
But like you don't have like scientific proof for why like I don't know why it'll like benefit you necessarily, or why it is objectively good, because you can't even like prove good. You know, good is such a that's like that's not like a science. I don't know. It's weird. Like science and like morality do not like interject necessarily. They're like two separate echelons, two separate domains that don't often interact with each other, you know. That's like I took this classical philosophy class, and my teacher was talking about this this like Christian philosopher named Thomas Aquinas, and he said, you know, science cannot disprove religion, and religion cannot disprove science. Like neither can prove or disprove the other, and so it's really just like a matter of choosing which one you'd rather believe in.
And it's about how surface level you're going to be taking both of those at. Like if you're taking science at the surface level, I'm sure like you could make some stupid argument. And if you're taking religion for just like specifically where it said that like God created the heaven and earth in 7 days or whatever, and it's like if you take it very surface level and literally, and you're like, okay, well, it's saying that there's a person that made Earth in 7 days. That's false. So it's like, what? Yeah, it's like, what are you looking for within religion to compare to science, honestly? And that's what I don't like about a lot of people's takes on religion, even religious people. Is they don't like trying to extrapolate the concepts anywhere into the rest of their life. They're just like, yup, God and Jesus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird because like at some point in time, like religion and science were like very connected. You know, during like the Islamic Golden Age, they were like doing a ton of science. That was like a big part of their like entire like culture and everything going on at the time. And for a long time, like Christianity and religion were pretty linked. But now it's like there's such a disconnect that's almost like
I mean,
people.
science and religion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Science and religion, that people act like you have to like pick one or the other. You know what I mean? You either believe in science or you're religious.
Yeah, it's dumb. Well, and it's also because we've just been constantly so divisive with each other throughout modern society that that's kind of like our norm. We like to have an enemy. We like to have an opposing side. We like to think that it's like us versus them.
Is that like a symptom of modern society, or is that just human nature, though? Honestly.
That's a really good point.
Because I think, in a way, we've kind of always done that to some extent. That looks okay.
No, I actually agree. I actually really agree because it is us versus them. But these people who think it's like some random citizen who's like Paulin on the chessboard versus another random citizen that's Paulin on the chessboard, they're both wrong. It's not them
Pollen?
versus them.
You said
Yeah.
pollen on the chessboard? What do you mean?
You're playing chess outside. You're not even a flippin' pawn, dude. You're not even a pawn. You're pollen falling off of a tree that's going to get brushed off when it becomes too inconvenient.
What do you mean exactly? Sorry, I'm not getting your like broader point, I guess.
I was saying that when two people who are have absolutely no leverage in the broad spectrum, in the broad sense of society, try and think that it's them versus each other, like that they're pitted against each other. I think that mostly it's because that's the easiest thing to do, as opposed to looking really deeply and finding the real enemy. Because also it's like you'll never get punched in the face by the guy that you're looking at. It's always going to be the guy that you're not looking at. It's always going to be the thing that you didn't expect to happen that's going to mess you up. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the logic behind like pitting ourselves against each other over stupid things like religion and science, left and right and red and blue.
That's
Like
valid.
white and black, male and female. It's like,
Definitely. I think there's definitely more that unites us than that divides us, you know what I mean? It's very natural. We focus, I think, too much on all of the differences, you know what I mean? When, like, in a way, like, we're all one species. We're much more similar than we are different, obviously, you know? What the heck am I doing here? Yo, it's coming along, dude. It looks like some modern house with like a garage down there.
Yeah. And this is going to be a staircase leading down to it back here.
I like it. I think this is coming along. It was cool. But yeah, jeez, man. Oh, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about the drive later? We only got a few hours to get everything done.
And we're playing Minecraft.
It feels like I've been rushing so much lately. Like, feels like before I left to Thailand, that feeling of like just having so much to do and so little time to do it. But it feels kind of nice a little bit. It feels nice to be like working really hard to make something happen, and then it finally is over, and all your preparations have paid off.
Mm-hmm.
I think yeah, I'm really excited. I think I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens when we're out there. How should I do this? Oh my gosh. Have we discussed how I'm a terrible builder?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think we have.
We
we
have
definitely
indeed.
discussed this.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
There's really nothing to talk about when you try and like put it like that. Like, what needs to be discussed? It's like never anything at any given moment. You just discuss what you're feeling on the inside.
I agree. That's the thing is like I would never want to do episodes like these going into it with a topic in mind because like
Yeah.
really it's like when we feel a pressure to want to think of something to talk about, then we're not going to talk. But it's like whenever we're just going through our daily life having conversations, like we never run out of stuff to talk about because we're not trying to keep a conversation going. It just happens naturally.
Yeah, and I'm also very sure that like people find the unplanned nature of our conversations very interesting and different from what they usually see on YouTube. You know, like the really weird nature of it, where like you said, we have no topic. We're just kind of like spitballing out of nowhere. We get into like super deep stuff, and then back to just like talking about the pirate ship in the air. Like,
Yeah, it's true. We definitely do not have a clear, concise like theming for the way we do these episodes.
definitely not.
I think people like that. It feels like more authentic. Like obviously, it is a lot to ask that we're gonna like do in like a perfect professional way where there's never a loss of things to discuss. Because I think most people would realize that that's not very easy to do sometimes. But
Yeah, you know what I've been meaning to tell you, man. I feel like you're better at being a student than I am. You're better at like humbling yourself than I am, and I've actually been like noticing that in our own interactions lately that I have a lot to learn from you.
What do you mean exactly?
In a sense, like
What do you mean exactly?
I don't know. You're just like, I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean. I think you're just trying to get me to explain for the audience. You know what I mean? Like, just in general, being a student to reality and humbling yourself to the lessons that other people present and that life presents. And all that stuff.
Interesting. Has there been like No, I genuinely I wasn't just doing that for the audience. I genuinely don't know exactly where you're coming from, but that's interesting.
Yeah, man, like I just feel like I have more hubris than you do. You know what I'm saying? I have more things that I'm just stupidly confident about, when really I should be keeping my mouth shut more often and listening to what other people, you know, have got to say.
Interesting. I think yeah, I don't know. It's like, how do I even explain this? It's one of these things where I feel like you're a very intelligent dude. You have a lot of good things to say, and a lot of the time, the things you have to say are like the best things someone could say in that situation. Is very valid and like pressing and important. I think
Mm.
a long time what I had to realize is like even if I have a lot of faith that like what I could add to the conversation in that moment would be very valid, or they might be missing a perspective I have, or maybe even they're saying something that's actually just like factually incorrect. In the past, I'd be very likely to want to like interrupt them and like explain to them why what they're doing is a mistake. But I've sort of realized that like I don't know how to explain this. It's like Napoleon Bonaparte says, "Don't interrupt an enemy when he's making a mistake." And I don't think that's just because like you want them to fail. It's just sometimes like they become an enemy when you point them out on their mistakes. Like maybe they don't actually care to be corrected, and maybe sometimes I don't know. Some's like I think they're going in one direction and they end up going in a different direction, or like I don't know. You just have more leverage when you just like wait and listen and see what the full picture is first. I guess
Interesting.
that's really all it is. I've learned that from having older brothers. You know what I mean? Is that like I don't know. Humility, like true humility, is an incredibly difficult thing. Like the people I know in my life who talk the most about humility are not very humble people. You know what I'm saying? Like there are certain people that are always discussing humility, and a lot of them try and they do care, but like it's just a hard thing. You almost get this sense of like superiority when you think you're more humble than somebody, or like
I know. Isn't
I
that so
think
humble?
it's like true humility is not self-sabotage, is not like self-deprecation. True humility is an acceptance and a self-love and like an understanding of everyone else's strengths, and your own weaknesses without like having any amount of self-pity. I think being a younger brother, I've just learned that like I don't know shit, you know what I mean? Like I really, no matter how much I know, it always serves me better to just like just be humble. I don't know.
Right.
And I think you are an incredibly humble dude. Like, really,
Thank you.
you really are very humble. It's just like everyone struggles with it to some extent. Honestly, even I am not like. It's all situational. Like I'm not that humble sometimes. Like certain versions of me at certain times, for whatever reason, might like, especially if I am not being very conscious of what things I'm saying or what decisions I'm making in a given situation. That was like earlier. Like I just for like no reason I was even catching myself like why do you even care? Like it's not even that big a deal. Like you should just like just chill out,
Yeah.
It's really like it is very situational. Like when people get in arguments or when people I don't know like fight with each other, some they like to think that that's just like who this person is, but honestly like I think people are not as consistent as we like to pretend. We are much more like just all over the place than I feel like people realize sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you let yourself be all over the place, you can forgive yourself much easier, which is really important, and you can forgive other people much easier, which is also really important. Like
Yeah.
I kind of hate people who hold grudges. Grudges are silly because like you gotta like be even more humble when somebody holds a grudge. You either like become like them and hold a grudge because they're holding a grudge about their grudge, or you have to like I don't know, like try and start from the bottom and come at them with kindness out
The
of
way I
nowhere.
see it is just like in general, like I've kind of learned this lesson from my father, like from his example, that like, life is far too like short and fleeting and overwhelming to be hung up on anything. You know what I mean? I've realized like everything can be taken away from you. Everything can change at a moment's notice. Like nothing is guaranteed. It's all much more like up in the air than anyone realizes. Like even like being alive, like the things we feel like are somehow guaranteed or assured, like they really aren't, like And, you know, if you just let all the tiny things add up in your life and your consciousness, like, it will really start to drag you down. Like, you almost have to actively choose to just, like, let go, to just not care so much about all of it, all of the stress, all of the anxiety, all of the past, all of your grudges, all of your insecurities. Like, I mean, like, easier said than done, but honestly, like, there's just so much more to life. There's so much hard, like, crappy stuff we have to go through that, like, we should be enough of our own best friend that we can handle it and get through it, and just be kind to other people because they're just struggling with that same shit, you know?
Yeah. Real as fuck.
It's like my dad, yeah, like he really abandoned his kids, left his entire family, all because he just couldn't let go of, I don't know, just these like feelings of spite and resentment and like just an entire lifetime of little things adding up when it's like all the people in his lives had problems, and of course he got the worst of it sometimes, but I don't know, like, is it really worth what he has now? Like, what he... I don't know. Yeah.
Who even knows?
Like, life is not that long, honestly. Like, it really is not. Like, we ought to spend it just getting as much out of life as we can, even with imperfect people, you know? Like, don't keep toxic people in your life, but, like, don't abandon your entire family either. Pro tip. Like, goddamn, like, there's nothing worth that, I swear. What the hell am I doing?
Being imperfect.
Facts. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it how it is, like this. I think, I don't know. There's like an understanding of all of that that goes beyond words. It's not really something I could explain, but something that I've really learned from having these health issues is like a feeling of like finally realizing you have no control and letting go of the desire to want to be in control and just being like, you know what? Like whatever happens, happens. Like whatever I'm afraid of that could possibly happen to me, I would like to just I don't know, not live in fear of, I guess.
For real.
Dude, our house is like filled with creepers right now.
How do they keep spawning? Like, we need to place more torches. That's what we need.
There's a skeleton in our house, too. Yeah, there's no torches in our house. So
That's a
spawning in here.
Alright, I just made a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like
Yeah,
having
I'm
these
the
health
pest
issues,
control.
it was like for the longest time, I was just like had a lot of self pity. Like I was just upset that I was dealing with this, and I felt like entitled to like good health. And I've kind of just like realized like traveling the world and having these health issues and learning about history that like I have it really, really good, and we're not entitled to anything. The universe, this world is a really, really cruel place, and nothing is guaranteed for any length of time, and we just need to like just be grateful that that we have this moment right now and make the best of it, you know.
Amen.
That's like kind of been the thing that's been wanting to make me want to do this door-to-door sales thing too, is like,
Really?
yeah, in a way. I mean, I don't know, it's like I know I can handle it because there were literally men a couple generations ago even that literally went to war and like died for us, you know. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Like I've been watching so much stuff about World War II lately, and it just makes me feel like, you know, the nature of this reality has always been like, you know, suffering in a way, like hard work and like pushing through all of the resistance to build something better for yourself. And if I'm not capable of that, what right do I have to have been, you know, born in a situation where I can take advantage of the men that did that before me, you know?
Yeah, and the men that are doing that right now.
Yeah,
Like even
exactly.
even by existing, you're benefiting off of like the labor of the men who built your house and your parents and all the people maintaining the infrastructure of your society and all that.
Yeah, dude. It's so true. It's very, very true. That's the thing. Like, I'm grateful for society. I'm grateful I wasn't born, like, back before the development of modern infrastructure. I don't know.
It's nice. Look at us sitting here and like messing around in a virtual world and getting to share our ideas across the entirety of like the internet.
Yeah, there's a good chance like 50 people watch this at least. Which
I
is
know, and
pretty
that's like a
crazy.
huge audience if you put them all together in a room.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, honestly. It's pretty crazy. What am I doing here?
Nobody knows Lincoln, not even
I
the
just
people
I
watching
just
it.
hit 100,000 views on my main channel the other day.
Yep. Congrats.
And yeah, I was thinking about that. Like 100,000 people in a room is like a lot of people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is an unfathomable number of people. And I don't know. It almost doesn't feel real how many people there are, dude. Like when I was in Bangkok, it's like it's a city of 10 million people. Like, can you even fathom that amount of people? It's crazy. When I was there, I just felt like an insect. I felt like a bug. Like there's nothing more humbling than that, to realize like these aren't just NPCs. These aren't just like a swarm of random physical bodies with no souls inside of them or something. Like they're just as real as I am. Like they have, I don't know. It's like whether people realize it or not, they're just like not conscious enough about the lives everyone else is living. And maybe they're like somewhat more conscious of the lives of the people around them. Even that is hard for some people, but like think about literally the entire world, bro. Like there's literally billions of people around here. Like it just I don't know. I mean, it puts everything in a weird perspective, and like a perspective of like, you know, the people suffering, like these kids in North Korea that are literally like starving to death. You know, the war in Ukraine, in the Middle East. Like you shouldn't worry so much about all these things outside of your control that like hurts, but it's like it is worth it to have some perspective on it at least, because most people don't, honestly. And I don't know. There's a lot to that.
Yeah. That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying, man. People
gratitude
only
is
want to.
everything. That I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is gratitude is everything, dude.
100%. Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying before?
Well, I was gonna say that like going back to what I was mentioning earlier, that people only want to focus on what's easy to focus on. They're only gonna like be mad at like other people's like, I don't know. They stress themselves out over problems that have nothing to do with them, and I don't know. Stress themselves out over the wrong things because it's easier than stressing out over what's going on with them.
Yeah, it's
And
like we're
like,
always stressing out over something.
yeah, everybody's drunk on something.
I feel like I'm always stressed out about something. I don't know what it is. It's hard to like focus on something for me without letting that focus become like an intense like obsession and then like a stress. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like life is too short to spend it like stressing about stuff, but it still hasn't been very easy for me to get over myself in that way. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I should do this or not, but here's what I should do. Okay. I'm gonna separate this with some barrels. Have you noticed I like barrels a lot?
Yeah, and you made like 200 of them, so.
I bet we'll use them all up and need more someday. Can you sleep for us, my good sir? Oh wait, I have our beds.
No, legitimately though, I don't know why my inventory's glitching out. Whoa! Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, weird.
Let me back up, see how this looks. Not quite right there. Not quite right, but it looks good. Almost. Whoa! I'm in a weird mood right now. I'm in like a mood where I don't feel very like, how do I put this? I don't feel very talkative, but I feel really like reflective. This is the kind of mood where I'd want to like sit with like some music playing, like thinking about my entire life. Maybe that's just because like I know it's a big like turning point or a big transition ahead of us. Kind of always feel that way during periods like that. Gosh,
But I get
how
what you
do
mean, man. I get what you mean.
how do I get close to this dude when he's slowing me down? There we go.
What, the cold skeletons or whatever?
Yeah. Just like being able to record this with you is such a trip, dude, because it's like in a way we're like saving a moment in time. Like there's a specific period of our lives and we're going to be able to always come back and just watch these episodes and think about what we were thinking about, what our lives were like at that period of time, you know, and that
Yeah.
stage of our development. I think
As
it's kind of
people,
it's
yeah.
kind of a beautiful advent of man that's possible. That's just a thing we can do.
On God.
Like I felt
But
that
I
way
feel
so
you.
much about.
I might
What?
just be exhausted. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go get like a sparkling water or something here in a second to kind of like spike my senses or whatever.
Go
But
for it.
I might be feeling like the same way. I think if I threw on a good Pink Floyd album, I might like just drift off into the Akashic records of my own life.
It's valid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll be back.
I'm a level with you guys. I don't know what I'm doing here. Honestly, I've learned like I always feel like I want to know what I'm doing going in, no matter what it is. Some of that's my perfectionism. Some of that's just something else inside of me that I just feel like I want to have it kind of like understood. Want to like know what I'm doing, but I realize like I don't know. It's weird because I'm the sort of person who wants to know what I'm doing, but I also kind of work best, or I'm more comfortable just jumping in with no expectations or anticipations and no clue what it's all leading towards. Like with my writing, I'm the sort of writer who wants to create a story as if I planned every detail meticulously, but I'm also the sort of writer who's better off just sitting down and writing without any plan at all. It's weird. It's almost like a lack of trust in myself that I'm able to succeed doing something that loosely. I don't know. Hello, good sir. I see you have returned.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, dude. I'm tired as heck. I should have like done all the stuff I needed to do way earlier today.
That's
For some
what I'm
reason today,
saying.
yeah, dude. I've been feeling so lazy today. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Kind of disappointed in myself for being this lazy, but especially when something so huge is coming up. Like I'm gonna get there, and I know for a fact I'm gonna think to myself like, why didn't I do my training? Because like we're gonna be like doing our pitches, and I'm like, why am I not the best person here at my pitch yet? Like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah,
I've had so much time to do this.
I feel that, man. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, it's hard to get yourself to do something until it's like the last possible moment or until it's too late. I don't know why it is that way, but definitely is that way sometimes. It's like procrastination. Some people swear that they can get away with procrastinating. They're like, yeah, I always just wait until the last possible minute and it always works out. But, I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe it does for some people.
I don't know. Maybe just well, it works, but I think what I would argue is that if they were honest with themselves, they'd realize that it's not very fun. It's all like it just works. It simply just works. Nothing past that. And I feel like there's so many layers to reality, so many different versions of reality. One of the coolest things is when you're adaptable enough to make changes to who you are as a person and who you think, like how you think you can operate, you know, and making changes to that. I operate this way. Okay, well now guess what? I'm gonna operate a completely different way. Never woken up at this time, never gone to bed at this time. I've never talked to this person. I've never read this book. And then at the same time, I've never listened to this podcast every day while I go on a run. And it's like you could change your entire life and really, truly experience an entirely new life with only a couple of decisions. And that's really, really cool. Cause
That's how I felt when I shaved my head, dude. It's like how I was telling you, like,
yeah,
everyone who has met me recently, like this year, knows me as someone who has short hair. Like I had a coworker the other day. I was telling them how I shaved my head in Vietnam and how I've never had hair this short before. And they were saying like I couldn't imagine you with long hair.
oh,
like,
that's crazy.
Isn't that weird? Because like you've known me for years as being someone who has long hair. You know what I mean? But there are people who literally could not even imagine me with long hair. And it's like I genuinely am a different person in terms of like people's perception of me at this point.
Wow. It's pretty nuts.
I know it is. It's a little wacky, I must admit.
I'm trying to make a staircase look good in here, and it's kind of hard because these rooms aren't necessarily symmetrical, but just like a stupid architecture mistake that I made. I love architecture in Minecraft. I'm finding a new passion of mine. I might have to be architect.
An architect, huh? You could just design your own home. A lot of people do that. My grandpa had a big farm that he designed his entire house.
That'd be so cool. That'd be the
You
coolest
could
thing.
build your house in Minecraft and then pay someone to build it just like that.
Thanks. I'm gonna do that. It has to be done at some point in the human experience. If I'm not the first to do it, it'll never be done.
I'm
The
sure
universe
it has been done.
commanded me at
I'm
this
sure
point.
it's been done. All right, I'm done with the exterior of the house.
It's shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Why are you so
I'm just kidding.
Well, I need to
I love it.
I need
It's
to
cute.
change
It's
I need to
cozy.
change the roof, but
Well, I'm all about like the geometry of things. So once the inside is all sorted out and the rooms are like all cozy, that's when it's finished. But as far as the outside, I could imagine what the inside might be like, and it makes it real cozy. You got a real cozy type of building style, so.
thank you.
Very
Oh wait, I
realistic.
just added one more thing. Now come back again. Now I've got a little side window by the chimney.
Yo, side windows are pretty optimal. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I think it'll look way better once we replace the roof with deep slate.
Oh yeah, Will. Yeah, speaking of, let's go mine or some stuff.
Here, one sec. I want to finish the inside first, and I'm also gonna
Okay.
strip all these logs. I've decided.
Alrighty. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that brings it to the next level. Honestly, stripping those logs makes it look way better.
I actually don't know how I feel about that, but
I don't care how you feel, Sean. It's been done.
It's because it's always been the classic Minecraft look for it to not be stripped and the bark is still on the wood, you know?
Valid.
Yo, I heard a cave make a noise. It freaked me out, man. We gotta go explore it. Telling you, got a mine. If you want deep slate,
The
you've got a
mines are
mine.
calling. The mines are calling.
They are, yeah. No, they are.
I'm excited to meet this dude. Honestly, we're
The guy we were riding with.
for the 3 people watching this who have watched this far, we are picking up this dude who we haven't met yet to go. He's gonna be in our driving group out to California for this door-to-door sales blitz, and we haven't met him yet. But he asked if we wanted to drive him. When I texted in the group chat, we had an open space in the car. So this dude we have not met, we're gonna go pick him up at 2 a.m. and we're all gonna drive all the way to California together, like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
some
That's
bonding.
kind of epic.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's a long trip. Like, if he's like actual homie material, we'll probably become close homies. If he's not, then I guess we won't. But I feel like I can. I don't know. This might be presumptuous of me to say, but I feel like I can tell if I'm gonna get along with someone within like the first couple of minutes I meet him. You know. If we just meet him and he's like, ugh, he's all like, yeah, man, yeah, yo, what's up, whatever, you know, kind of like giving some weird attitude, then I'd be like, yeah, you know, but,
Yeah, it is what it is. We got a guy.
yeah. But if I meet him and he's like, he's homie material, I'll just be like, I see you, you know,
Fuck yeah.
type shit.
Start talking to him about some real stuff.
Yeah.
Peeling back the layers of the onion, seeing how far it goes.
Be like, have you ever considered playing Minecraft and talking about life? He's like, yeah, I watched this channel called BlockTalks. You guys kind of sound like them.
That'd be so sick.
Hey, you never know. I'll probably build an actual staircase someday, but for right now, I'm just gonna throw a ladder in here and just does the job, you know what I'm saying?
Fair, I guess.
Alright, so how this is gonna work is there's gonna be 2 floors, Sean. It's gonna be the upstairs and the downstairs. Maybe we could have a basement too, but which floor do you want, my good sir?
It's up to you. You built the house for sure.
Well, I probably want the upstairs.
Bet.
The upstairs just feels more cozy to me, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
And for maximum coziness, I should go with my gut on that one. Making a white moments.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. Holy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you should have
Sparkling
slept.
water.
Should have slept.
What's your favorite planet?
My favorite planet? Probably Saturn.
Me too.
Really? I suppose the great minds do indeed think alike. Why is
the greatest minds?
Why is Saturn your favorite? Enlighten me.
Man. I don't even know why. I'll tell you what though, like at one point I made like a picture of Saturn, my screensaver on my phone, and I don't know why, but like just looking at it gave me the chills. Like looking at, I don't know, and imagining how expansive the space between like the rings and the actual planet were. Imagining like some massive starship flying right next to the
Some
flying
Star
right
Wars
next to
type, yeah.
Yeah, right next to the rings, but it looks tiny. It pales in comparison to Saturn's rings, and it's just this. Honestly, it's just so colossal and like. I don't know.
I think if I had to rank if I had to rank all the planets in terms of which ones I like the best, not including Earth, obviously, because I would like Earth the best for sure. I'd probably say my favorite is Saturn, followed by Neptune, followed by probably Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and then Uranus.
You don't like Mars very much?
Not a big Mars guy. Mars is just kind of like underwhelming. You know what I'm saying?
Ha!
No, like think about it. Like
I guess I get what you mean.
Like it's not very big. It doesn't have any like cool attributes. The only thing is like it's kind of like a little bit like habitable, maybe, potentially, but it's like that's Earth's whole thing. You know what I mean? You need your own shtick. Like Mercury's cool because it's the closest to the sun. You know, like Neptune is. I mean, Venus is cool because it's like super hot. Neptune is cool because it's blue. Jupiter is cool because it's all gaseous and it's really big. I don't like Uranus because it just feels not very unique, but at least it has a funny name. And then Saturn's really cool because it has rings. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, part of my coming of age was like battling with how small we are. God damn it. Creeper just blew up. I think I'm fine. But part of like my coming of age as a kid was like thinking about space and just being absolutely starstruck and just being overwhelmed by the expansiveness of it and the expansiveness of therefore my soul, because it's like I think therefore I am. It's like I can comprehend space, what it would be like to be Saturn, like or next to Saturn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I can wrap my head around it, I can feel it in my heart. If you let yourself like really open up to the idea of how big things are, it creates a feeling in your heart. I don't know if you know what I'm really trying to say here, but
I feel you, man.
yeah,
I feel you.
yeah.
I think it's a pretty like human thing, honestly, is like realizing how small we are, and that it's like the ultimate like perspective changer in a way.
Right.
Like I see a lot of these things like online where it's like talking about like how big the universe is, like all these things where it just like zooms out and it's like, does it even really matter? Normally they're like memes, like it's like someone's complaining to me about like their wife cheating on them, and it's just like zooming out, it's like, does it even matter, bro? Or whatever. And it's like obviously
Yeah.
that's just kind of like for the trolls, but
That's some dumb example, yeah.
but I think like as a kid, like in science class or whatever, like when I first realized how big everything really was, that was definitely a large moment in my life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a game changer for me.
A game changer. That is the best way to put it.
Hmm. That was definitely a game changer.
I'm definitely a changed gamer.
You're a changed gamer. Honestly, I have no clue what I'm doing right now, Sean. I'm a level with you.
Okay, let's go explore. Let's like find something. Let's go mine.
No, I need to set up my bed first, though.
Ah,
Get my room all organized and nice.
I love the ladder. Yeah, you honestly don't have to make like a super complicated staircase. That's sick.
I don't know.
When you put these up, it looks like a baby crib. But
I always like do something weird like with my beds. Like I don't know if you ever saw my bed set up on the original Minecraft world, but I always like do some like different setup, you know what I mean? And just thinking of what to do with this one. I think I'm gonna do this. I think that looks pretty nice.
I love the window right here.
Except
It's like perfectly aligned with the sun right here.
Except
coming
I
up
need
and down.
something a little bit higher in the center here, like that. That almost looks right. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think it's close. It's really close. What is this missing, Sean?
I don't know why you like barrels.
What? You don't know why I like barrels? They're freaking dope, dude.
Here, how about
Ew. I don't know why you like cobblestone. Cobblestone's literally like my least favorite building material. Alright, I have it figured out, Sean. I think I have
And
it done.
I really mess with upside down stairs too.
Oh, wait. I think I got it. So I'm going to do boom. Wait, hear me out, hear me out. Boom. Oh, wait, no. It was already fine. Boom.
I'll leave you to it.
Why can I not place it here? Okay, here's what I need to do. This will be my final act. Boom. What? Gosh dang it. It's like not letting me place something here. Wait, leave it? What?
Is it 'cause you're on a slab, my boy?
I feel like I should be able to do that.
No, you're on a slab, I think.
Oh. I see. But then there's just like a weird space there. Oh, maybe that looks cool though. Oh, maybe I do that. Oh, wait. Why can't it do that? I don't know.
Whoa, that's a trippy effect. Wow.
What is?
Nothing, I'm messing with the basement.
Valid. Are you setting up your room?
Yeah.
Alright. I've set up my, like, throne bed type shit. Maybe the whole issue is that it's, like, wooden. Maybe I need to replace this floor with stone. I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out later. We can go mining now if you want. I'm gonna put all these building blocks away and do a random chest somewhere. Man, I can't believe we're adults now. It's so weird. I mean, like, I don't know, I guess it's not even that we're adults. That's not the weird thing. It's just that, like, we're not kids anymore. I guess it's not even just that. It's just, like, they were growing up in general.
Mm.
It's an interesting feeling. Makes me feel like nostalgic, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people let nostalgia get to them. They almost like romanticize what it was like to be younger. Like I don't want to go back to being younger, but it does make me feel weird that it's over. It's more like that you can't get something back. You know, it's like a FOMO. They're like, you know, you only get this specific experience this one time, and now you're sort of past parts of it, you know.
I get you.
Like certain things I like didn't get to do when I was a kid, and you really only get to do when you're a kid. Things like that make me feel a little bit like, I don't know. Makes me feel like I wish I could experience more in this one lifetime than I'll actually get to in a way. There are some things where I miss the train in a way, but I don't know.
There's
Same
a
goes
lot
for
of things you got to experience that.
yeah. That's what I was about to say. But at the same time, like there are lots of things I got to experience that most people don't have the option to. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Yeah. Let's go mining. I'm gonna make some new tools. I'm gonna make. No, I'm gonna make some new armor. I mean, I'll replace my shovel. Powered 2 bow. Is this your bow, Sean? The one you were talking
Yeah.
about in the first episode?
Yeah.
You should take it mining with us. These are my boots. There we go.
I actually don't know how down I am to keep playing. I'm so tired. But how
Valid.
long have we been on air for?
Let us see. 1 hour and 3 minutes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we can call it quits. That's a full episode right there for sure.
Heck yeah.
Guess we got a long drive ahead of us, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let me check the house one final time before we get off. For anyone who's managed to get to this point and is still awake, wake up for a moment and check out the build progress. Let me go check out your garage in here, Sean. Looking swifty. Looking neat.
Dude, we have so much stuff. Holy crap.
I know we do. We're hoarders for sure. I think every person who plays
frick
Minecraft
snowballs.
is a little bit of a hoarder.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the main building.
I'm not done with my room yet, actually. There's like one more thing I want to do. And this is not going to change the external appearance at all, although it looked like it might right now, okay?
Valid. I don't know. I think you overutilized cobblestone on this. We should work on this sometime a little bit.
Nah.
Add some more block diversity.
I think you overutilized wood, man. I don't like the look of wood as much as you do.
Well, once I replace the roof with deep slate, it won't be overutilized at all. It's the perfect amount of wood. I just had to do a wood roof because we were limited on supplies. Oh, it just looks too stony.
It's in a mountain.
I don't know, man. It doesn't look bad. I'm just saying we could introduce some more block diversity.
Yeah. Dude, where the...
I'm gonna title this episode Minecraft and Vibes to Fall Asleep To. Type shit.
Fair.
I like our little snow cove up here on the mountain, dude. It's starting to feel really cozy, like you said.
Yeah,
Gotta
it's filling up.
Got a really cozy vibe going here.
Okay, let's see if this does the trick. Alrighty. I'm almost done. You should come check it.
Alrighty, I'll come check it. I like what you're doing with it, though. There's a cool vibe.
Yeah, it makes it feel like... I like feeling like I'm in a cave. I like feeling like I'm in a mountain.
You're a cave dweller at heart.
Yeah. Oh. Thank you.
I just realized what you were doing, and I'm like, I can help with that. Valid. Alrighty, boys. Well, if you've made it all the way to the end, consider subscribing for more Block Talks in the future. We're basically just going to keep doing this until the sun reaches its heat depth and the end of the universe comes. Like, we're just going to be making these when we're 96 years old. And, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to be doing this forever. So, if you want to just stick around for 80 years, 100 years, subscribe.
This is giving me the vibes of that one Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah, like 100 years Rick and Morty, 1,000 years Rick and Morty, and there will be Szechuan sauce.
All the Szechuan sauce you need.
Rick and Morty, a million years, yeah. Block Talks, million years, Rick and Morty, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.